Into the game. Looks like they're going in. It's a 10-minute timer, my mistake. And as such, we are jumping, ladies and gentlemen, right in to game number 1 of our first series of the day. Let's head in, and we are heading onto the map. So, let's introduce our players. For starters, we do have 2 bots. Unfortunately, people could not jump in, but we have Twist D starting off up here. He is sitting ready, able to buy a bounty hunter just in time. He's going to be jumping in. We did see him last week. He made it to the finals. We have Zeki starting off with a Razor here. Going to be a very easy cleanup. ANZ Dumbum, semi-finalist from last week. Gonna be wrecking its way through that. Send it out the heart. Feels good. We have Freezer again, finalist from last week. He managed to make it to the finals of the North American Cup as well. I did not, unfortunately, cast that one, but it's still cool to see. We have Ferretexus. He's running in with that Tusk, ready to fight. We saw him last week as well. Good to see him back. And we have Slavnik. He might have been in last week. If so, he was in a match we did not catch. But he's starting off with the Bounty Hunter, with the Anti-Mage here. So we have a Bounty Hunter and an Anti-Mage. He's going to bring out the Drow Ranger as well here. Obviously, no synergy between these two immediately, but plenty of opportunity to see where it goes. I clearly need to turn up my in-game volume, so let's do that quickly for you all. There we go. That should be better now. There we go. We actually have sound. So once again, easy cleanups. Hopefully everyone actually bought stuff. Otherwise, it's not going to be too difficult. A level 2 Enchantress already on the board here for Ferretexus. Freezer busting out the double axe. He's got that Brawny. He's also got the Bat Rider on the board. NZ Dumbum, level 2 Tusk already. Zeki, 2 Razors, creeping towards a level 2 of his own. Double Bounty Hunter, but also sneaking in a Tiny at the start for Twist D. Plenty of options there, plenty of opportunity for stuff to mix up. So right now, we'll also have to see if anyone is going in for any of those big builds that we saw in WePlay, or if we start to see more of the scrappy meta that seemed to dominate a little bit more on the last week. So, last gear round, we can have a quick look, and we can see that everyone has picked up an Embarrassment of Riches here, except for Tyrolbot, Freezer, and Zeki. They are unfortunately Embarrassment of Riches-less. We already have a Puck on the board here for ANZ Dumbum, getting a level 2 as a Juggernaut comes in for Freezer. Juggernaut, of course, receiving a buff very recently. Doesn't look right, either way. Selling the Bat Rider immediately here to pick up a second Juggernaut before the reroll. Very quick coming in here from Freezer, really going in for that Brawny bonus. Of course, Juggernaut did get the buff where if he's targeted by a spell, he can make himself completely immune to spell damage, or if he has enough mana and his cooldown on his Battle Fury is off cooldown. So he can rush in. Already running in with a double Claymore as well, so getting a very large amount of damage as we prepare for our first round. Primordial bonus already online, and a big time contract being picked up here. Already 250 extra health, a tier 2 item coming in for Twist D. We'll see if he picks up an Ogre Magi or anything like that, and whether he's going to be able to make the maximum value out of that. We'll see who he's going to face up against. He's going to go up against ANZ Dumbum at the start here, as they're going to head in. Once again, small primordial bonus, so he's going to be getting some Eidolons at the start, as the Bounty Hunter's going to try and focus onto already a level 2 Nature's Prophet. Of course, this is due to the Druid buff being given out by Enchantress. Quick battle here, Eidolon holding the line, but the healing from Enchantress is far too much. Level 2 trees at this early stage of the game. A very easy cleanup, no worries at all, and a Nature's Prophet exit. Feels good, getting in all those bonuses. Slavnik was able to take down the bot. Ferretexus and Zeki, they finish off. Looks like Ferretexus was victorious there. He was able to get himself an Ogre Magi, but currently no big-time contract for him, so he will not be going in there. Twist D down the board quite a bit here after taking all that early damage. Zeki looking good. The bot is actually beating 2 real players. Feels bad. Axe has been combined here. A Chaos Knight already on board here. Currently only a Druid and a Savage bonus with that single demon as well. He does have a Bat Rider if he chose to rotate into Knights later on. Very standard. One of the top builds that we've been seeing recently is just the straight up Knight composition. Knights, Warlocks, and Dragons definitely seems to be the way to play. We're going to stick on with ANZ Dumbum here, undefeated against Freezer. Also undefeated, as the Axe will be taken out, but it's a very low drop down. Down goes Juggernaut as well, though, but the second Juggernaut able to pick up an extra kill with the huge firing power from these Wind Rangers. They will absolutely destroy us. And Helm of the Undying allows Juggernaut to clean this board up. Wind Rangers easily able to take out everything on the board here. It looks like Frieza will continue making his way forward undefeated. Going for a very interesting composition, appears to be mixing in a little bit of potential late game elusiveness, or is this maybe just for Hunters? Of course, building into the Beast Hunter later on could give him a great amount of extra forward damage and allow him to push a lot further. Hunters did drop out the meta for quite a little bit there, but they did receive a buff recently, so this could be the return of the Hunter, and maybe not meta, but a little bit of extra Hunter strength. Now then, we're going to stick on board with Frieza at 100. He's going to go into Slavnik here, who is running what appears to be an elusive Hunter composition. Also running forward here, there's that Beastmaster getting sniped, though. That huge axe health pool right now, and the double Juggernauts picking up kill after kill here, really building up that brawny bonus as they're going to be able to take their way through. It's going to be a kill steal, though, coming in from the Wind Ranger. Let's have a look at some of the kills here. We have Juggernaut on the left with 4 kills. Juggernaut on the right also with 4 kills. That's going to combine to an 8 if he gets a third, and 8 kills on the axe. Big bonuses from that brawny there. Now then, Frieza, we're going to stick on board with him because, once again, undefeated. ANZ Dumbum struggling at the bottom here, but he has managed to get himself up to a level 2 Tusk and is beginning to fill out his board at least a little bit. Seemingly fishing for some Knights here. Gets a level 2 Luna on the board. Not going into a Knight, though. He's just going to leave that Tusk on the board and lose that Knight bonus, at least for the time being. He's going to be fighting the bot here, as once again we will jump on board with Frieza, who will also be fighting a bot. So instead, let's jump on with Ferretex as our other 100 health player here. An immediate snipe from the Shadow Assassin here, doing a huge amount of work. The Phantom Assassin cleaning up here with the crits, and that Bat Rider stood no chance. Absolute devastation. And Twist D just destroying Ferretexas here. Now a great amount of tankiness coming in. And the Blade Mail actually putting in some serious work. Very nearly taking down the Tiny. But it is still a loss of Ferretexas, who loses his 100 health. Meaning that our only full health player still remains as Frieza. Frieza currently sitting in here, he's managed to pick up a Luna of his own. Still only 1 Hunter for the moment. He's moved back his Wind Ranger to make room for this Luna. He's also getting himself closer to that elusive bonus, so he's really moving in. He sells the Luna, actually, decides not to go that direction, flipping it out here, potentially losing a bit of room that he could have fit in more Hunters, if that is the path he wished to go. Now, Warrior Brawny isn't that much out of the question, but it definitely isn't the obvious way that we're seeing being done here. As we do see, currently going into Zeki, more axes being pulled out. Very brawny heavy right now. Lots of deaths on the board. Currently a huge amount of damage coming in from that Razor. And now a level 2 Venomancer able to clean up in style. That's going to remove the full 100 health from Frieza. And Frieza drops down to being a mere mortal like the rest of us. Now, elusive Demon Hunters as well. Very solid strategy. And we are seeing some Demon Hunters being played by a couple people here. Twisty, as we already can see here, running the Anti-Mage. He's running Primordials, though, which Primordials, again, very popular in the current meta. Primordial Mage Assassin, especially, which currently appears to be the build that we are seeing here. The Anti-Mage isn't actually needed for this, but he can fit in well enough. Currently just waiting for more Assassins to fill the board. He already has a Bounty Hunter, but it is his only level 2. He can rotate out of this later on. For now, it's a really solid composition. He's going to be fighting Frieza here. Quick battle. Morphling doing some damage, but Phantom Assassin really getting some big crits here. You can see that level 1 Juggernaut really struggling in Axe. He's so tanky, but there's only so much he can do here. The Helmet of the Undying's been repositioned onto Axe, and he will be taken out here. So many hit points being gained, but it's not enough to hold the line against this. The Assassins alone really causing some chaos here, Phantom Assassin especially. Twisty looking good. Win streak acquired. currently on a 5-win streak, 5-1 in total. Ferrotexas also 5-1. NZ Dumbum on a 3-win streak, and he's also managed to pick himself up an Aegis. He will not be going down again in the semi-final. He's going to try and at least get as far as he did last time to the semi-finals. A Summoning Stone for Zeki, which does explain this Venomancer. He's currently not building into anything else here. First intermission, let's see what everyone else picks up in the loot round. Let's jump on with Slavnik, who is running what appears to be maybe that elusive Demon Hunter, but he's also got a little bit of Hunters on the backline. Level 2 Drow Ranger really doing the work here. And a Helm of the Undying onto the Anti-Mage here, but it still gets cleaned up, and those Mud Golems are actually going to destroy the competition here. Another Helm of the Undying. Drow Ranger trying to do her best, but she has nowhere near enough DPS to take this down. Getting completely deleted here. Very interesting to see there that we saw Wind Ranger's positioning getting denying Drow Ranger the bonus. Potentially a further forward position would allow Drow Ranger to get that extra bonus from that precision aura. In this case, Wind Ranger denying it to herself. Jumping on board, Twisty has continued his win streak. Let's see if anyone got any cool global items, or just any cool items in general. More Helm of the Undyings here. We already saw 2 there. There is a 1 now on the Morphling here. Freezer, who drops down the board a little bit here. He's managed to put his Blade Mail onto a Juggernaut, actually. Very strange not putting the Blade Mail onto an Axe here, who can really force people to attack him and get maximum value out of that, instead of putting it on the Juggernaut instead. We'll see how that goes for him. Freezer going to be fighting Ferrotexas here, who we will jump on board with. Running in a very aggressive comb. He's got some good Druid value here and some Savage bonus with the Lycan, which gets the transformation again. Lycan recently changed to get that full health benefit that he gets if he gets a second transformation. Very unlikely, but still a little buff potentially on the board. You can see here, Savage bonus. He's got a Demon bonus from that Shadow Fiend in the background. Only a single Warlock so far, but it's all about that Savage Druid for now. We'll see if he's able to rotate into a Lone Druid later on, which will give him that huge bonus. Twisty continuing the win streak. 6 wins in a row. We will stick on board with Twisty here, see if he can keep that one up. We can see here Primordial Mage Assassin's really coming in, but he actually picks up a Clockwork, interestingly enough. Very non-matching with everything else he's running so far. As he picks that up, potentially wanting to rotate. Oh, immediate buy, making sure he gets the maximum value out of that lack of... make sure he gets the maximum value out of that interest before he buys everything he needs. He actually is moving, by the looks of it, into potentially some scrappies later on, which is good because his comp just got absolutely destroyed by that Summoning Stone of Zeki's, who is running those Primordials as well, which I believe the Eidolons do gain the bonus of... Heart indeed! I believe they do get the bonus. So that is from the Summoning Stone, which is a little rough. So very interesting. Picks up the Terrorblade. Now, it's never a bad idea. Terrorblade's absolutely insane. There is a Queen of Pain on the board, but he already does have that Anti-Mage. Now, as a fair heads up, the Demon Hunter bonus was changed here. All Demon and all Demon Hunter units gave 50% pure damage, which is awesome. It does mean that Terrorblade no longer gets the double bonus. This was the nerf to Terrorblade that we saw, so he's no longer as OP, but he's still very powerful, so we could see that just slip its way in. It's never a bad idea to have that bonus, and it would still let him keep that Queen of Pain around. Going to be fighting ANZ Dumbum. It looks like we saw the streak defeated or completed. Looks like it was defeated 6-2, Twisty. Yes, we did see that. We just saw him lost. Knights currently on the board for ANZ Dumbum, tanking through. Luna really getting some work done here, but it's not going to be enough. Luna taken out, and the Juggernaut unable to tank through here. ANZ Dumbum still sitting quite low down on the board here, down to 67 health here. Freezer, though, down to 66. He's managed to pick himself up a Beastmaster now and a Drow Ranger, so he's really getting those Hunters back on the board. Really wants to get up to those 6 Hunters. You need to get that extra value out of the recent buff. See if he can keep it up. Batrider for ANZ Dumbum. Level 2 Juggernaut finally on the board. 13 kill Juggernaut. 0 currently on the Beastmaster. Axe, he did in fact put that Blade Mail on the Axe and a Helm of the Undying on the other Axe, making them very tanky, very hard to deal with. Let's see how they keep this going. It's Going to be fighting Zeki here. Zeki currently on a win streak. They're going to be doing battle here. Look at that Drow Ranger immediately giving the value to Wind Ranger for the extra DPS. Gets the snipe. Big damage there on a perfect angle. You can see the Undying Axe trying to get onto Drow Ranger, but Drow Ranger tanking through it beautifully as the indomitable Axe of Frieza just tanks its way through, and Zeki win streak is gone. Absolute devastation. And great value coming in there, positioning further forward to make sure that Wind Ranger got that Drow Ranger bonus. Very effective here. Really doing the work here. Ferretexus, though, jumps to the top of the board here. 96 health on a 6 win streak. 9-1 in terms of win-loss. Really looking good here. He's completed his Savage bonus by doing exactly what we said and picking up that lone Druid. Positioning it at the front for the moment. Bat Rider currently not matching in with this comp, but it's level 2, so it's just a sensible thing just to leave in for now. As we prepare for the next round. Ferretexus going to be fighting the dog and Pony Show. He did not adjust his movement, his composition here, so his backline, you can see the Bat Rider immediately getting jumped on, but everything stays pretty grouped up actually, and they're able to tank through very effectively. Bat Rider will be defeated here, but everything else, especially that Shadow Fiend, is protected. And Shadow Fiend able to tear its way through that. NZ Dumbum also able to... Ooh, ouch, that hurt. Looks like he was defeated. NZ Dumbum. Not looking good. Some hot scored out for the bots. Hot bar. And some oys as well. Feels bad. Alrighty then. Let's keep an eye on ANZ Dumbum. Ferretexus continues his win streak. Gonna be pulling out that troll bonus. Okay, bringing that out, seeing if he can get that Bat Rider. He's positioned his Luna in the front here. Now, he's got 2 Lunas on the board, and one of them... There we go, one goes back. Pulls back the troll bonus, actually. He pulls back quite a bit. It looks like he was just going for a flooding the board technique to just get himself as much as he needed. Look for those reroll value. He's currently ecoing very well, up to 50 gold. As is Twist D. Now, Frieza. Also quite low in terms of health. 66 versus 67. Let's see if ANZ Dumbum can hold it together. Luna getting taken out very quickly here. Juggernaut also sniped off the board, and Frieza decimates ANZ Dumbum. Dumbum having a rough time at the start there. ANZ Dumbum pulls out the RNG, hates him. He gets a night bonus though, pulls out an Abaddon. Gets himself a little extra value here, but once again, running that Luna in the front line. Yes, she gets the night bonus, but she is getting herself killed off very quickly here. Potentially a more central point. Gets that troll bonus as well. He's got 4 knights on the board, so he's got the tier 2 here. Big chunk of armor for him there. As he begins to just flood the board a bit, get some rolls. Let's see what he's going to finish off with. Could get a Warlock bonus here. See what he can do. Frieza gets that level 2 Drow Ranger. He's looking for a level 3. He's already had a level 2 for a while. Juggernaut, level 2 on the board. What's he pulling back? He's got a Clockwork ready. Gonna sell it. Let's see what ANZ Dumbum does here. Currently very low on the board. He's going to be fighting Zeki. Zeki at 83 health. Let's see here. There's a level 2 Razor here. Going to do a huge amount of damage. Warlock bonus coming in here as well on a Venomancer and a Shadow Feed, allowing huge healing numbers. And that's going to be a devastating loss for ANZ Dumbum. Really struggling here at the bottom. Let's jump up to Slavnik, who is on a win streak. Slavnik holding it together for the moment. He is running some elusive hunters right now, running only the elusive druids in the form of Treant Protector and Nature's Prophet. He also has the Phantom Assassin, and in his hand he has a Luna prepared to roll in as well. And then he's got a couple cheeky hunters in here with the Beastmaster Drow Ranger and the Wind Ranger. Very interesting positioning for this Drow Ranger, but it should work out reasonably well. Helm of the Undying coming in for the Treant Protector, positioned in a spot to try and snipe any assassins who might be going for this backline. No assassins here though, as he also will be fighting Zeki here. There is an anti-mage on the front though with a Helm of the Undying. Going to try and disable some of that front line. Axe with the Torm, with the Hunger for Battle, does bait the anti-mage, allowing Tuss to get up and Tiny to get up a little bit of mana as the anti-mage is taken out. That Warlock healing bonus though, doing so much work, and the absolutely crushed backline is going to be taken out here. Slavnik, he tried, but that is so much damage. Even the level 3 Nature's Prophet could not hold that. One bot is down, second bot down to 2 health. Slavnik looking good. Once again, the rules are the top 4 from each group goes down. So with 2 bots on the board, all you have to do is to beat 2 other players to go through to the next round from this group. Zeki gets a tiny. Slavnik, he's up to 25 gold. He spent a lot here, but he just got destroyed by Zeki. Warlock bonus doing some serious work here. He's also got a little bit of Savage as well, and a beefy AF frontline. He's going to be eliminating the bots here. ANZ Dumbum at the bottom of the board here. 40 health out of the human players is going to struggle as he fights Zeki again. Really getting taken out here. His Luna's trying to do damage, but there's nothing it can do. And that Shadow Fiend really doing the work here, cleaning up that front line. Tyrrell bot is down. Both bots are eliminated. ANZ Dumbum drops to 24 health. He is very far down at the bottom now. He has less than a third of Slavnik's health. Not looking good for him right now. He has half of Freezer's health. ANZ Dumbum, can he pull it back? Zeki continues his win streak. He is looking absolutely insane right now with the amount of damage output he's putting in. The Shadow Fiend causing absolute chaos. Razor with huge AoE numbers. His AoE is off the charts with an amazing disruptive frontline. It's looking good for him right now. Running in with some nice warrior composition, with that little bit of Warlock. He's actually got 3 Warlocks on the back line here. Let's see if he can hold it together. Normally, brawny warriors would be the expected way to go, but for now, he is fighting this. Potato getting focused down here, and Potato will fall. Tomato, nowhere near enough damage to finish the job. Gets casked as well. That's an easy cleanup. Ferrotexas also able to claim victory there. Zeki, as we already saw, victorious. Slavnik, Twisty, ANZ Dumbum. He's really struggling. His positioning, he's got the second Batrider on the board. He's really just trying to get some Knight bonuses right now. He's still up to 4, 5 if he plays the Omni Knight. Not finding that 6th, though. No Dragon Knight to really finish this out. He's really having a rough time right now. This could be the swan song for ANZ Dumbum. He was able to pick up, he's managed to remove his Glass of Haste. He has placed the Maelstrom onto the Luna. Now, the glaive bounces of Luna do not apply to that Maelstrom bonus. It's going to be leveling it up, though. Oh, we get to command the Necrophos, actually, which is going to put onto the front line, protecting the Witch Doctor here. Protecting the Batriders on the back. Luna also at the back for that extra damage. Now, the Batrider is also a reasonable target here. Looking at this, the actual best target for that Maelstrom would, by the looks of it, be the Chaos Knight, just to make sure that you get the maximum DPS out of it. But he is a melee, of course, so he would die very quickly. Instead, we're going to see Luna trying to do it with the DPS, but she is completely outclassed by Ferrotexas, who's got an insane Savage composition here. Cleaning up damage way too high. And they're going to hold it together for the moment. Zeki still looking solid for the moment. You can see here the call was just made in the chat. Freezer has snuck his way into 3 level 3, sticking to those very low-cost units that he's had since the start. And that's such Juggernaut now up to 25 kills. Axe up to 18. Drow Ranger holding strong as well. Beastmaster's also been able to get himself a lovely 9 kills of his own. And now there is the Disruptor. So he's got that full Broady bonus. And he's picked up a Dawning of Ristal. The one huge counter to everything on the board here. He might be the one to eliminate ANZ Dumbum here. Just huge health numbers. Look at this Juggernaut right now. Juggernaut cleaning house with a solid 3,900 health. Absolutely insane. Axe up to 2,800. Just devastating damage numbers. That's not even his full health. He should have got the bonus there. We just clicked it after the battle was over. Fully destructive force there. I just realized everyone's pronouncing ANZ as AZN as AZN as ANZ, so my bad. So AZN. Dragon Knight, level 2. This could be the saving grace. AZN. I'm just going to call him Dumbum. That will save me effort. He dropped his Aegis there, keeping himself in the game. Ferrotexas picks up a level 3 Tusk. Is this going to help him? Dragon Knight on the board. Is this what he needs? Level 2 Dragonite. He's got the full Knight bonus now. He's going to try and hold the line against Twisty, but there's some true damage on here. You can see the Bounty Hunter, the Anti-Mage, sorry, and the Terror Blade. True damage versus Knights. They're holding the line. The Assassin's trying to break through, and they might be able to do it. Huge damage from the Slark, and true damage tears through ANZ Dumbum, and he will be eliminated in 6th place. He will not be moving on to the next round. Frieza's composition continues to tear its way through everyone here. Really looking good. Next person to be eliminated will not be moving on to the next round. Ferrotexas sitting at a gorgeous 53 gold and 85 health, massively ahead of anyone else on the board. But look at him. His composition is brutal right now. He's got a Warlock bonus by filling it with a level 2 Alchemist. Huge damage per second and armor reduction, most importantly. -8 armor versus a Savage composition. This is going to be brutal here coming in from Ferrotexas. He is going to be fighting Frieza, actually, so we're going to see how brutal against this incredibly tanky front line. The 2 Wind Rangers on the back line going to try and hold the line as they march forward. Disruptor charging up, getting ready for the disable, but the axe is so tanky here. It just destroys. They wreck their way through, and it looks like that just huge health output is too much to deal with, and we're going to see Ferrotexas just get rolled over by Frieza, who is beginning a winning streak of his own, up to a 4-win streak right now, and Ferrotexas goes down to a nice number of health. Twisty sitting near the bottom here. We've got some poaching knives coming out here for Zeki, really trying to keep himself in this game. He has an Aegis of his own, so he's fine for the moment. So does Ferrotexas, though. Also looking good. These 2 players almost guaranteed safe now. They have very high health. They will be likely going on to the next round, because even if they get knocked down, the Aegis, 1 extra turn can really be the difference. We can see here Smuggler. Interesting. I didn't know you could stack that. We're heading on to the item round. There is 3 smugglers in play for Twist D, for Slavnik, and for Ferrotexas. We're going to have a look on Twist D right now as he is in last place in the most danger. He's going to try and hold his way through. He's also got an Alchemist of his own. And as we mentioned, that Demon Hunter bonus. Going to try and burn through. He was able to take out the Knights very easily. He's got some big, scrappy energy on the board now as he's begun rotating into a couple of the Inventors. Not many, only 2 for the moment, as he's managed to pick himself up a Clockwork and a Tinker to go with his Bounty Hunter and his Alchemist. See how well that works out for him. He's only got 2 Assassins for the moment. So, oh no, he has 3 Assassins. Who's his 3rd? Where is it? Oh, the Morphling in the front line. Okay, I didn't see that one. Alrighty, but he's looking good right now. Second smuggler was Aegis. Visual bug. Got it. Thank you, Noir. Alrighty. Good to see. Clockwork combined here. 2 Clockworks on the board, but he's just flooding the board for the moment to make more room for rerolls. Still sitting at 51 gold, 31 health. Confident enough to sacrifice the potential health just for a couple extra turns of rerolls. Bounty Hunter getting quite close to level 3. He's managed to put a wonderful Battle Fury on it. Getting a huge amount of damage output here. Let's see how he does. Going to be rolling into Ferrotexas right now. Still the highest health player in the game. What can he do? His units are very spread out here. He's got a lot of true damage coming in. He's going to be fighting those Broadies. Oh, here comes the Kunkka Boat and a double stun onto the Terror Blade. Completely eliminates it. And that health regen is far too much to deal with. The Anti-Mage is doing some good work in the background. As is the Slark. Actually, Slark for the turnaround play. Huge kills there from the Slark with the Mask of Madness. And that keeps Twisty in this game. Slark with 8,000 health. Almost double anyone else on the board here. In fact, it basically was. It did almost 3 times anything that was done here by his opponent, by Ferrotexas. That is a big blow up here. The Slark saving grace here. And this spread out unit composition working very well for him right now. Giving him a lot more opportunity for distractions and moving the opponent's units around. Allowing Slark to really get the work done. Currently up to a kill count of 21. Speaking of kill counts, let's have a look over here at Phoenix and see how much health he is getting up to right now. He's going to be fighting Slavnik right now. Let's have a look. 2,800. So we went to 4,060, 4,500 for the Juggernaut, 2,000 for the Beastmaster. Down goes the Disruptor before we can even look. But Slavnik, even with all that health of Frieza, His damage output might not be enough here, except for the fact Juggernaut... Oh, the crit, though! Juggernaut might have cleaned that up if it wasn't for that crit. Crit saving Slavnik there, and Frieza drops a little more health. He needs some more DPS right now. He's put an Octarine Essence. He's also got a Slark of his own sneakily in the background. He's got an Octarine Essence onto his Disruptor here, which we can now see is up to 6 kills of its own. But that is interesting. There's a Bounty Hunter for Twist D up to level 2, so he's still fishing for that level 3. Zeki down to 27 health. How the mighty have fallen. Tidehunter ready to roll. That could fill out the warrior composition, which could really help against these assassins. Especially for Axe. Gonna be fighting Ferrotexus right now. Zeki, low health. He's fighting the clone. Gonna be jumping in. Next player to drop will not make it through to the next round. Everything is very tense right now. Here comes the snipes coming in from Wind Ranger. Disruptor onto the backline before the Disruptor of Frieza goes off, but his is second, and it works out beautifully. They are able to finish off the Enchantress through the Wisps. And that extra Helm of the Undying value, once again, keeps them alive. Ferrotexus going down to Frieza here. Frieza holds strong. Zeki also lost a Ferrotexus bot. Frieza's now level 8. He actually is the slowest to get there right now. There is a level 3 Shadow Fiend on the board. Immediately moved to be protected right now. Twisty gets a level 3 Morphling though. Warlocks, 2 on the board. He's got that Witch Doctor. He's picked up a Troll Warlord. That could be what he needs right now. Disruptor on the front line with the Brace of Desperation to give him that maximum damage output. Let's see how this Troll Warlord's able to help him out. It's only level 1 with the Terrorblade online from Twisty. They move to the backline. Level 3 Morphling, though, has dived in. It's cleaning up, but look at the sustain. Look at the damage from the Shadow Fiend right now, cleaning up everything. And you saw that Disruptor disable, really cleaning house there. Able to allow him to turn around. 5,000 damage on that Shadow Fiend. Troll Warlord at level 1, kept up very effectively. He holds in this game. Twist D drops down to 10 health. Again, Aegises on Zeki, on Ferrotexus. Twist D, he only has Smuggler. He might not be able to survive much longer. Slavnik gets a level 3 Nature's Prophet. We already know he's running a very druidy heavy composition, which means this Tree Unprotected will also immediately default to go to level 3. As it is the only other druid on the board, as he is once again running an elusive hunter composition. The meta definitely seeming to shift in the direction of hunters for a lot of these players. Let's see. Big dinos, big rewards. It is the item round. Keep an eye on Twist D right now. Let's see how well this Slark's able to keep him alive. It's still only level 2. Not able to fish out level 3 yet. So much sustain from these things. Slark, though, it's charging up. It dies. It dies. Dragon Ball Z would have been a much shorter show if everyone just died when they tried to charge up. Unable to win the item round. Zeki, he is able to win the item round. Ferrotexus, ooh, close, but unlucky. He will die to the item round as well. Slavnik and Frieza, both victorious. Twisty, though, losing that round. What's he able to get in terms of items to keep himself in this game? Looks like he picked himself up. I think it was the Daedalus. No, he already has a Daedalus. Ah, it's an Octarine Essence. There we go. Octarine Essence placed onto the Alchemist here. I saw an Eye of Scaldy there. Where is it? There it is. Oh, on the Medusa. Feels bad. More hunter value coming in for Frieza. He swapped out the Wind Ranger for it. He's got Tidehunter on the board. He's got Warriors. He's got Broadies. He's got Scaled almost. And he has Hunters. Such a deadly composition right now. Literally only missing 1 Scaled unit. And now Twist D has to fight the clone of him. Twist D or Zeki. Zeki is fine though. Aegis on the board. Twist D has to win this if he wants to stay in this game. The new and improved composition of Frieza Disruptor getting some serious value. But Terrorblade with a Daedalus doing the work. And it holds the composition. Twist D is still in the game. Zeki, is he able to remain victorious? Zeki went down, but Aegis kept him alive. Still in this game. Ferrotexus went down to Frieza. Frieza losing against Twist D, but winning there. Zeki, he is, of course, now down his Aegis of Immortality. He is vulnerable. Twist D never had one to begin with. In lethal range, lethal range at a stretch. You can get that high on damage, but it's very difficult. Lots of items being sold here. But Zeki and Twist D are both in serious trouble right now. Big board flooding coming in by the looks of it. Money's being spent all over the place. No money, no money, no money, no money. Frieza, actually, a little bit of money. Zeki versus Frieza. Ferretexus versus Twist D. We're going to have a look at Twist D for the moment. On the lowest health right now. Can he hold it? He's got a lot of Scrappy on the line here as his Terrorblade does get the transformation. He tries to go through, but the roof from the bear takes out Terrorblade, but he still comes out on top. He holds it together. Now let's have a look at Zeki. Zeki also goes down to Frieza. Frieza going to be taking him out of the match. Exactly lethal damage, and we have our players moving on to the next round. Unlucky to Zeki, but we have Ferretexus moving on. Twist D, Slavnik, and Frieza as this match continues. Unlucky Zeki, hope to see you next week, as we do have another tournament next week. Feels good. Let's see, here we go. Twist D, he gets that level 3 Terrorblade. That is hot. Ferretexus with versus Slavnik. Level 3 units across the board here. Level 3 Lone Druid right now. Medusa raiding in the page. She's moved away from the Drow Ranger. Drow Ranger just gets deleted here. Shadowfiend gets the transformation, but he's completely alone. Isolated from his composition. Medusa gets the stone, but it's not enough. Slavnik just deletes Ferretexus here. Ferretexus dropping down here. 0 damage, though. Value being gained there. The Aegis is burned. All Aegises are gone. But every player still in this game. Twist D on a 3-round win streak. Can you blame him with that level 3 Terrorblade? Even after the nerf, still does a monumental amount of damage. All Aegises gone from everyone here. Can they hold it? Savage almost complete for Ferretexus, but he's level 9. There's no way he's going to get that extra room. He's got a Mirana on the board just in case. Doesn't really fit in with anything. It's just something extra. Level 2 Tidehunter for Frieza. Ferretexus and Twist D will be fighting each other. Winner of this will likely eliminate the other at round 34. An extra 4 damage on top of whatever is left. Terrorblade fighting Alchemist. Health regen's good, but the transformation is there. He one-shots basically everything. And that is going to be Twist D potentially eliminated here. There's a Gyrocopter online. Twist D taking out Ferretexus here. Twist D with that Gyrocopter value suddenly coming in. That does complete his... does it complete his Inventors, actually? He doesn't have a Timbersaw. Very interesting. He also doesn't have a level 4 Scrappy, as he has sold his Bounty Hunter. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Twist D really relying on this Demon Hunter bonus right now. Inventors. He could finish all. He could combine them all with a cheeky little techies if he was able to get there. But right now he's just looking at lethal. Frieza still looking pretty at the top here. 24 kill counts, 54 kill count, 30 kill count. Let's have a look at this health number. 2,400 with 54 kills equals 5,640 health on a Juggernaut. And the Dragon still kills it. Dragon does a lot of damage, guys. There we go. Still dies, though. Easy cleanup. Frieza looking good at the top. Twist D also victorious. Slavnik also victorious. Everyone defeats the dragon. Who's able to keep going at this stage? We're down to the final 3, of course. Ferretexus, we already said, will be in the next round. How well can he hold this? Round 36. Divine Rapier on the board, team. We did it. We got the memes. Twist D going hard or going home. Divine Rapier, guys. We have a Moonshard on Luna here. We've got a Battle Fury on Phantom Assassin. Everything is coming up here. We've got a Battle Fury and nowhere to put it here. Just stick it on anyone. Frieza! Frieza! Didn't apply his items. But he's fighting Twist D. Divine Rapier Terrorblade. Let's go. Moving it. No, he's moving to Morphling. Morphling trying to fight through this. Where's that Divine Rapier? It's gone. It's been dropped. And Twist D, he's down. The Clockwork tries to hold. It's tanking through the region so high. But the CC, he holds as long as he can, but he goes down. Twist D is eliminated. And more importantly, the Divine Rapier is dropped to Slavnik. Slavnik gets the Divine Rapier, ladies and gentlemen. 330 on that. A valiant attempt by Twist D. Where are you putting it? Where do you put that Divine Rapier? Is it the Luna? He puts it on Sniper! 328 DPS, 525 damage per shot by this boy. So much DPS output now. Let's watch this Sniper. Divine Rapier versus Frieza for first place. They begin to fight. Can Sniper clean this up? They move in. Let's check out this damage chart. Phantom Assassin holding it for the moment. Sniper is just firing away, using that extra attack damage, that extra attack speed, sorry, coming in from the Drowned Ranger. But Sniper actually getting distracted while trying to DPS. But look at that attack speed. Absolutely insane. Making most of the Hunter bonus too. And it's a cleanup. It's an absolutely devastating defeat for Frieza. The Sniper did die, but he still won the round, so he holds on to that Divine Rapier. Frieza, big chunk of damage dealt there. The Divine Rapier, the clutch, the gift from Twist D. As he went down in this round, he still makes his way through to the next round, but losing here, he gifts Slavnik potentially the exact tool he needed for this victory. Sniper does seem to be getting very distracted, though, with his own ability of Assassinate, as he is losing a little bit of DPS there. But of course, that Assassinate does so much damage. Final round. Let's see what we do. We see a quick composition readjustment here to try and get this going. Phantom Assassin, just one shot. The Tide Hunter here. No value gained here. Phantom Assassin will get killed off by the Stone Gaze, though. And this time, the readjustment of the composition is a devastating victory by Frieza. And we will see Slavnik dropping a big chunk of health because 2 level 3 units survive. Maybe 3. He's down to 1 health. Slavnik barely alive. This round number 1, ladies and gentlemen, is already insane. Slavnik down to 1 health, and because he lost, Frieza picks up the Divine Rapier. It might be over here for Slavnik. He's through to the next round, but this match might be going over to Frieza, 2-time grand finalist, looking to make that 3 and maybe pick up his first victory. As right now, he is looking strong. Divine Rapier Axe. He's gonna make his way forward. Here comes the advance. He's got 2 Medusas on the board just in case. They make their way forward. Phantom Assassin teleported to completely the wrong area, and Tide Hunter lives the first couple seconds. They make their way in. Axe is cleaning house right now. Juggernaut is destroying everyone in his way. Sniper's trying to do his best, but the CC from the Disruptor is too high. Silence prevents the Assassinate from Sniper, and that's an easy victory coming in for Frieza, who will take the first series of the day. Absolutely devastating defeat there, but an incredible victory for Frieza. The Divine Rapier! We see it come in for the first time in ages. We see that popped up, and the juggling, 2 changes. 2 swaps of the Divine Rapier in 1 game, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ESL Free-For-All Opening Cup. And we are already off to a fantastic start. What a game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely crazy. So much fun. As we're now going to wait for the rest of the games to finish to fill themselves out. Let's have a quick refresh of the scores. Remember, you can see the scores yourself by hitting !bracket